Hello, I am Linda from paperboutique.blogspot.com. Today we will be making a homemade glimmer mist. There are a number of excellent videos on the web on how to make glimmer mist. My technique is slightly different. I like a lighter tone-on-tone metallic finish, and I wanted to make a less expensive product. This is what we'll be doing today. Here's an example of a flower that's just the plain cardstock. Here's an example of the flower that I've applied our homemade glitter mist to. I also want to share with you a grunge flower that was made using glimmer mist. If you're interested in making this particular flower, you can check out creationswithchristina.com. She's great. She has great videos on making grunge flowers. However, today we're going to concentrate on how to make the glimmer mist. And let's move some of this out of the way. To make my version of glimmer mist, you're going to need a few things. You're going to need a spray applicator bottle. This particular one is from Mark Enterprises. Ranger has a number of littler ones available that you can purchase. Either way it will work. You also need an inexpensive hairspray. This particular hairspray is White Rain Maximum Hold, and I'm going to shake it. It's a liquid hairspray. I'm sure you can use any of the liquid hairsprays for binders, but this is the one I had around the house. Next, you're going to need Pearl X powder. Pearl X is a mica powder. You can also use Perfect Pearls. Tim Holtz has a video on how to make glimmer mist using Perfect Pearls. In his video, he uses the reinkers. You can buy Pearl X at Michael's, Ben Franklin's, Hobby Lobby. The next thing we're going to be using today is a chalk, and I used Colorbox Fluid Chalk Ink Pad. I like to use the chalk because it won't smear when we're adding the glimmer mist. My technique's a little different in that I use the chalk to add dimension. I'm also going to be using a stamp today from Anna Griffin. This stamp is from her original collection. I'm not sure that you can purchase it any longer, but any stamp with an overall design will work. Well, let's get started and actually make the glimmer mist. What I did, I already made some to show you. I put about 3/4 of an inch of the White Rain hairspray in the bottom of a mist applicator, and then I used the Duo Blue Green Pearl X, and I used a heaping teaspoon of it. If you don't have this small scoop, go ahead and use a popsicle stick and use a heaping and about this much of the popsicle stick. It can be made lighter or darker. It just depends on the color application, so you can experiment with it. I like a lighter tone, so I used maybe a little less Pearl X. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. First, I take the flower that I want to, or you can take any die cut, any application that you want, and I ink up a stamp, and once again I'm using the chalk ink, and then I just stamp to get coverage. This gives you an added dimension on your stamp. You can heat set this with the embossing tool, but I like to take time to let it dry. So I have another one over here that has dried, and you can see it's just really a subtle application. What I'm going to do next is really shake the glimmer mist. You can see that the pigment will settle at the bottom. So that's the other reason I don't make a lot of it, because you don't want it to goop up. And then you can spray the thickness however you want. You can start up high, if you can see this, or go lower. I'm going to shake it up again. I don't know if you can see that. It's just going to puddle. And what's going to happen, I'm going to get this out of the way, what's going to happen when it dries is you're just going to see, I don't know if you can tell from the video, a little faint definition of the stamp. And I'm going to put this aside. Once again, you can use your embossing gun on this to dry it, but I like, it's a little softer look when you allow it to air dry. I've done it both ways, and both ways will work. I'm going to get this out of the way. and the magic of video, bring in a new pad and show you what it looks like when it's dry. Here's an example of the exact application dry. I also did this application on a piece of other cardstock. So this is just regular cardstock, so you can see the difference. You get a little different look. This is a duo green Pearl-Ex. You can, depending on the way the light hits it, you can see both shades of it. So once again, then I used those petals to create the grunge flower. And really, you can use this product, our Imitation Glimmer Mist, on flowers. You can spray flowers with it. You can spray die cuts with it. You can do backgrounds with it, so it's very, very versatile. I'd like to thank you for watching, and please check out my blog at www.paperboutique.blogspot.com for more project ideas. Thank you.